Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 76 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on today. So, yay, I made it to day 76, 24 to go, doing my countdown. So ready to be done. Today was, again, not as productive as I would have liked it to be, but it was still productive, I think. It was still good. My body still thinks I overdid things, but I'm super tired. But I am grateful for the things that I did get done today. I did a little bit of dishes, not as many as I wanted to. I kind of went in my kitchen and looked at my sink of stuff, and I said, okay, I'm going to wash this amount of dishes, and I didn't wash that many dishes. I thought it would be simple, and I didn't. But I did wash out my crock pot, so I have a roast that's cooking, and it smells so yummy. I'm gonna have some of that when I'm done with this video, because it just smells so yummy. I wish I had some vegetables or something to put in it, but I don't. That's okay. Anyway, I will figure that out another day. Vegetables. Anyway, yummy smelling roast. I haven't done that in a long time. And I went for a little walk tonight. I had a meeting with someone in my Bishop Brecka church, so I chose to walk to the church and chose to walk home afterwards, which was really nice. And I'm really grateful for the insight that I got from him, mostly about doing things out of order, that it's okay to do things out of order. You can start with XYZ and then go to ABC and FHG, whatever it is that I want to do. So as long as I get things done during the day that I would like to get done, then it doesn't matter what order it's in. And he put it in a totally different way too, where it's like he like makes a list at the beginning of the week and just kind of doesn't have a set date of when to do it. Just these are the things that need to be done, and when they get done, they get crossed off the list. And every week he just kind of looks at it to kind of review and see where he's at and what's been done, and just the reminder that everything doesn't have to be done every day. It doesn't, kind of takes away the overwhelm thing, and the timing. I think the reminder was the timing is not always, when he wants. It always takes longer than he wants, just like it takes things longer than I want it to. So that's not so much about the timing as to when it gets done, just knowing that it will get done as long as it's on the list. And he said it kind of gives him that sense of freedom and free agency to choose when to do the things that need to be done, when he's got the extra time, the extra energy, the whatever, to get those things done and know that they will get done. And he also was talking about, instead of looking at the whole thing, which is what I do, he called it the elephant in the room. I don't really think that kind of works, but the big project, the whole picture, instead of just the individual puzzle pieces. And he's like, if you just break it apart and you just do one puzzle piece at a time, eventually you get the whole picture and it all gets done. But if you're trying to make the whole picture all at once, it doesn't really work. So, which is something that I struggle with. I always want to do the all or nothing, the whole everything, and then I get frustrated when I don't get anything done, and so then I don't do. So, I was just really grateful that other people feel that way, just for his insights to remind me that it's okay. It doesn't matter what time of day I read my scriptures and meditations. If I don't do it the first thing when I get up, I can do it in the middle of my day, or I can do it at the end of my day, as long as I do it. The same with writing in my journal. If I want to write in my journal in the morning instead of before I go to bed at night, I can do that too, as long as I write. I choose to do it at night, because if I do it in the morning, then I have a tendency to put off doing it in the morning, and then it just doesn't get written in. And I'm still planning on writing in my journal tonight. I just decided to do my video right now because I'm super tired and I just want to go to bed. So I figure I can get something to eat and write in my journal and go to bed as soon as I'm done with my video. And then I don't have to worry about doing my video, and then I won't be staying up like watching Netflix or doing something, trying to get the energy and motivation to just do my video so I can go to bed. So I'm doing things in a different order tonight, and that's okay, because it doesn't mean that I won't finish doing the other things that I want to do today. And I did call my dentist's office this morning, and I did make a dentist appointment to get my crown fixed, because my tooth is starting to hurt a little bit again. So it's still going to be like 2 weeks away, so I've got 2 weeks to figure out how I'm going to pay for it. At least I have the appointment. So progress, baby steps, doing a little tortoise and hare thing. I am the turtle, slow and steady wins the race. And all the little things add up, and I don't have to do more than that. but I am working up to things. So the fact that I went on a walk, I think, is really good. And I did some dishes. I read my scriptures and meditationals again today. I watched another session of conference, love conference. It's just, it's inspiring. It's hopeful. And a lot of the talks tonight were just about hope and being reminded of hope and how life is not fair and we all have struggles and we all have trials and that all of that can be overcome through the atonement, through the Savior, and that sometimes the things that we struggle with and that we go through can actually be turned into something for our good, can benefit us down the road. And so I just love those words of comfort and those reminders that, the Savior suffered way more than I will ever suffer in this life. And he's there to help me, to boost me up, to give me that sense of hope that there's something more for the future, that's something better. So it makes me very grateful for things like that. So I'm grateful for the little things that I did. And of course, I took a shower and I got dressed and got my earrings in, did my hair all nice. I don't know if it looks all nice in here, but I actually put it up so it's not on my neck because it's driving me. It's getting too long. I need to cut it. I'm just not used to it being as long as it is, and it catches on everything. I keep unintentionally pulling my hair or choking myself with my hair, and I'm just like, I can't stand my hair. I always wanted really long hair, and I was never allowed to have really long hair. So now I'm just not used to what to do with my hair. I usually have it just around shoulder length, a little past shoulder length, but now it's gotten long enough where I just not really sure how far down my back it goes, but I could put it up in pigtails on the top of my head here, and it still comes past my shoulders. So I'm yeah, it's getting pretty long. But I keep leaning back on it and pulling my hair unintentionally because it just catches on things. So I just need to, and I'm lazy. I don't like spending a lot of time trying to figure out what to do with my hair and holding my hands up to get the different braids and different styles. And of course, it doesn't look as nice when you do it on yourself as it does on someone else unless you get years of practice. And I don't have years of practice doing my own hair. I can do braids and that's about it. And I don't really do French braids. I know how to do French braids, but I don't really do them in my own hair. That's really hard to make it look nice in my own hair. So figuring out different ways to put my hair out to keep it out of the way is not the easiest thing for me to do. So I'm yeah, this is a very simple thing. I just twisted it up in the back and then it just kind of leans over and it's still like a ponytail. See, it looks like a ponytail and it's already folded in half. So that's a third of it. It's the length or something. Anyway, I don't know why I got off a tangent about my hair. So it's usually down when I do my videos. And I did take a shower today, so it is nice and clean. I just put it up tonight, but I did put my earrings in and having some fun today. And I am again over on my exercise wall with my wall behind me. So I'm trying to do a little bit better. And even if I haven't done a lot of things today, I still feel like I've accomplished things because I feel like I'm focusing on what I'm doing instead of what I haven't done, which is really good for me. And I know there's still things, that I wanted to do today that aren't going to happen because I wanted to work on my book and that's just not going to happen. And I wanted to clean off the table and that's probably not going to happen. And like I said, I didn't wash as many dishes, but it's okay because I know I'm really tired. I know it's going to take a while for my body to get used to all the new things that I want to do. So it's part of getting better is rebuilding my strength and my energy, and it's not going to come back overnight. It disappeared overnight with a stupid virus, but it's not coming back as quickly because I think I haven't used my muscles or made them do things for so long that they're just kind of I don't think so. But I think the more I continue to use them, it will help to build up that strength and that energy, and I will continue to be able to do more things. I'm also hoping that I can actually get some sleep because if I can sleep for more than 2 or 3 hours at a time, I might actually have more energy too, and I won't feel so tired all the time. I hope. But that didn't work out for me today. I didn't. I slept, but it was in 2-hour increments that kept getting interrupted by things, and so I didn't feel like I got any sleep, even though I did. So I'm hoping to get more sleep tonight. I'm hoping to go to bed earlier, which is another reason why I'm doing this video now, is because I'm like, I know I've only been awake for like 6 hours, maybe 8 hours, whatever. Um, I've had an 8 hour day. I'm good. I'm done. I will probably be in bed after like 10 hours of being awake, which um, I know most people do like a 16-hour day and get 8 hours of sleep, or some people do like an 18-hour day and get 6 hours of sleep. I don't have the stamina to do that right now, but hopefully I will be able to build that back up again. So I'm just grateful for, the 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours that I've had today, to be able to get something to eat, to be able to go for a little walk and meet with someone in the bishopric, to get inspired ideas and reminders, to just give myself permission to just take it slow and easy, to do one thing at a time instead of trying to do everything, to just trust in the Lord and His timing and not mine, and to just be grateful, for a Savior, grateful for the atonement, grateful for the gospel in my life, grateful for messages and inspiring words from other people that bring me comfort, that remind me that I'm okay, that I'm not alone, that I'm not the only person that struggles with these things, and that has simple ideas that how to simplify my life and to just let go, to help me to just let go of yesterday and let go of the past and know that everything's going to be okay. And I mean, it's not easy. It sounds very simple, but it's not that easy. I mean, you've seen my videos and my struggles, but it is possible, which gives me that hope, and I'm grateful for that. And just, to give myself permission instead of trying to force myself to fit to a specific schedule or do things in a specific order, which sounds fabulous in my mind. And every time I try to do it, it just doesn't seem to work. Like I have something against doing that. And so to just have someone else tell me that it doesn't matter what order you do it in, as long as you do it, it allows that sense of freedom and an agency. And then it just kind of makes me more willing, because I'm like, I can just do it whenever, as long as it gets done. And then I'm more willing to do it, because it doesn't matter. I'm not putting as much pressure. I'm not putting as much weight. I'm not trying to fit into a little box or something. And it works much better. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for those insights, and to just give myself permission to do things out of order, to give myself permission to do it one day at a time, to be grateful for all the little things, because I know they're going to add up, and then eventually I'll be able to do more and do longer, like stand in the kitchen longer, to do dishes, to go on longer walks, to not get winded and feel like I'm out of energy for walking like 2 blocks, which is, about how far it is to the church building. It was exhausting. But I don't have to worry. I know that if I continue to do things like that, that I will eventually rebuild those muscles, and I will be able to do more. And I know that God will help me to do that. And I'm grateful for that today. And I'm grateful for the little things that I did get done and accomplish, and that I'm not really worried about tomorrow or how things are going to go. I mean, I do have ideas as to what I want to do tomorrow. I have a really hard time of like, this is just today. And I start thinking about tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and I have to pull back and be like, no, I'm in today. Today, this is what I'm doing today. And it doesn't matter where, what happens tomorrow, because I don't know what I'm going to do when I wake up tomorrow. But I'm loving the concept of it's a new day, and I get to start over, and I don't have to worry about what didn't get done. I just have to focus on what am I going to do today, or what do I feel like I can accomplish today. And I can, make my to-do list as realistic or unrealistic as I want. But by the end of the day, I just need to accept that this is what I was able to accomplish, whether it was everything I wanted to do today or not. And I'm not willing to stay up any later to accomplish the rest of those things. And that's okay today. That's okay today. And maybe tomorrow I will have more energy. I will stay awake a little bit longer, or I will do things in a different order, so that the things that didn't get done today get done tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because tomorrow's another day. But I'm grateful I was able to just do what I needed to do today, and just let go of the rest and be like, okay, today's not going to go the way that I want it to, but it's still okay. And I still did things, and I still feel good about myself for the things that I'm doing, and I'm grateful for that because it makes me feel it makes me feel a lot lighter. I was gonna say a little lighter, but I'm like, no, it makes me feel a lot lighter. And I'm not saying degrading things to myself. I'm not wishing that I had done more. I'm accepting that I'm exhausted. I'm accepting that my body is just not willing to do more. And I know that I need to try to go to sleep earlier because I sleep better when it's dark outside than I do when the sun's up. So, and maybe if I can get a little more rest at night, I will be able to have more energy. And if I keep taking naps of 3 to 4 hour increments and having to get up to do stuff, then I will do that until I can convince my body to sleep longer than that. But as long as I feel like I'm being productive, and I'm grateful for that. And today, I mean, I did watch some TV and play some games, but I didn't spend hours doing it like I normally do. I was like, I'm not interested in doing that as much. I was like, okay, I'm bored with this. I'm ready to do something productive. And that really made me feel good and inspired because it means that makes me feel like I'm making progress and that I'm changing because I'm losing interest in things that are avoiding doing the work that needs to be done, and I'm more interested in doing the work that needs to be done. So it's still finding that balance. It's still going to take some time to have the energy to do all the things that I want to in a day, but I'm grateful today for the things that I've done and that I'm doing, and that I can see myself as doing and progressing and feeling lighter and happier about my life and my choices, and not feeling guilty or depressed. So that makes me very happy. Not that those feelings aren't in the back of my mind, because they are. They follow me everywhere. But they don't have as much power today, which I'm grateful for. And I think that's all that I have. And I keep smelling my roasted. It smells yummy, so I want to go eat that. So if you like these videos, find them entertaining, or think someone else will like them, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else. And that's all I have for today. So I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe do some writing.